So with the brain-based learning that we talked about last time, these are the scores I was trying to pull up last time. So this is our addition facts that I'm learning. And I time them for 1 minute, 30 seconds. And this is my chart. So that's the addition. We've been doing this for 4 weeks now. It definitely helps me know. These are my students mostly that are in resource already, which I already knew. But the interesting thing I found is those that know their math facts are the ones that like math. Those that don't know them, don't like their math. And so here's subtraction, here's multiplication, and then you can see I've got one boy that's done all of them. I'm missing the page there, so I couldn't do that. But in 4 weeks, I've got one student that's gone through all of it. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to actually do a writing project for me. And how I'm going to do this is you get to choose how you want to do it.
Thank you.
One idea for the writing idea is a creation outline. So it says my eyes are, or my eye is, my name is. So you get to create your own monster. Okay? So if you want to do that one, you can do it at this table here. And I usually do this one around Halloween with the kids. And I have them create a huge, they lay down on the ground, have one of the kids trace them, and then they turn their own body into a monster. Okay. Ms. Dalton did this year, and she just has them on a small piece of paper do it. So that's what we're going to do. And if you want to do that one, you can draw your monster. The key to this is just time. I give my kids probably an hour a day to work on projects like this, and sometimes it takes them 5 to 6 hours. But I realize if you give them time, they can come up with some really incredible ideas with that. Another one is going to go along with language arts is
Jonathan and
if you
Christopher
want to read a
Aguilar,
story and
please come
act
to
it
the
out,
office.
you can do that. An interesting thing
Ethan
that happened with
Hatfield,
my
please come
students
to
with
the
that
office.
is my lowest reader that was in this group, they ended up reading the book while the other kids acted it out. And it just makes it so they get a chance to shine in whatever way they want to do. Another idea that my students are just finishing up right now is you get to create your own cereal, and you have to use your 5 senses.
Lily Fornett,
So-
please go to the front doors to meet your
This
sister.
one, for example, tastes like cookies, looks like different cookies, smells like cookies, sounds like crunchiness, feels lumpy, has lots of chocolate. So when I say use your 5 senses, they have to create their own cereal box. So that's another idea. This one she didn't finish in school, so she took it home for her homework. And then she put like what it was made of, put her own recipe. So if you want to do that, we'll put that at the back table here. And you can work by yourself, you can work in teams of 2, 3, however many you want to work in. And then finally, we've got the artwork and drawing, or artwork and writing. These are big head, little bodies, where you trace the hair, and then you trace like the face shape on there, the ears, and then there's the small body on the back. And then it allows you to be able to tell a story with that. So I'll stick that on this table back here. So go to whichever center you would like to work on. Cereal boxes, acting, reading a story, let's see, monster creation, or the big head little bodies. And your target, except for the reading, your target is 50 words or more. So 50 words or more in your writing.
What do we do on the cereal one?
Cereal, you're going to design your cereal box, come up with a name and title for it. And yeah, grab some more here. So all of these activities can be 55 words or 50 words or more. The reading one would be 50 words or more as well. That have to be read and acted out. And then you just stick that on there, start tracing
Cool.
on your white paper, and then that becomes your characters.
Awesome. Ah.
Oh, I like that. Still got cereal in it. These are pretty good for you. It'll probably taste the exact same
Yeah.
in that amount of time as well.
advanced route, which is you got 5 minutes instead of the 45 or an hour that I would normally give kids to work on it. Okay, 2 more minutes. Nope. So we just broke into different groups according to what you want to do.
Okay, can I just join my?
Yeah, this is a 150.
Sarah, that was just like everything you needed, and you just make sure you need it every day.
Do we know any more than this?
It's all in your mind. 1 minute left. Now, one of the interesting things that I find by doing this is you have to allow there to be noise somewhat in your class, but they're going to start talking about what they're creating. And they get excited about these things. And the other thing that I love about brain-based learning in this way is it gives them to choose whatever they feel comfortable doing. So even though you have one person maybe doing the reading the book, well, that might be what they're comfortable just doing by themselves, or if they had a bigger group, they could incorporate all that. So is there anyone who would like to share what they came up with to begin with? Otherwise I'll call on you.
I don't have any words yet.
That's all right.
There you go. Oh,
Okay.
this is fun.
That's cool.
This is way fun.
So Beth, why was it fun for you?
I've been trying to go for.
Because I knew I could
I
make
wanted
something really silly and I had lots of cool choices.
ABC.
Okay.
And tracing is something that's
But then I'm like,
easy to do,
Yeah,
not scary. In fact, can I
I
keep
wanted
this?
something.
for sure. Yeah. Now, interestingly, with that Big Head Little Body, I kept that since 6th grade. My teacher
Potentially.
made a copy, and I
Okay.
kept it since that time. So
Since you were
since I was in 6th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how fun
Yeah,
it was for me.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Mhm.
So the thing about brain-based learning that's so fun is it's all hands-on activities. It's not the teacher's lecturing. I sit back for an hour and I just let my kids do their stuff. And if you walk down my hall before, you see them out there painting in the hallway, doing different avenues of whatever. All right, any cereal box people that would like to share? Milner, go ahead.
I invented the Daily Can. It's complete absolute nutrition. 100% of your daily fiber, 100% whole grains, 1,000 milligrams of omega-3, and 100% of your 12 essential vitamins and minerals. Basically, you eat this and you don't have to eat anything else the rest of the day.
Wow.
I'm just
What a
trying to
time
do it.
Impressive.
What's the
That's
taste like?
efficient. Well, it's gonna taste
Doesn't matter
about,
'cause it's
it's
less
gonna
to
taste
go.
about as efficient as it is.
Now this is one of
Well, it's
my
gonna taste the
boys,
opposite
if
of
you
how
know
efficient it is.
Francisco from my class, then this will make a little more sense. So he came up with rain bunches, and it's PS Zombies OMG, tastes blood in every bite.
Oh, nice.
Expires 8/18/3000, so pretty good preservative in here. But again, like some of my students put the facts, or they put a little game on the back, which I also incorporated. But they'll have to present these starting on Wednesday. So it also ties into the speaking aspect of it, the writing aspect, listening, all those. Okay, how do we do on our acting? You ready to act this out together? I'll be Toad, you be Frog.
You're gonna act with me?
Yeah, of course.
But I kinda wanted to be independent,
You
do
can
it all
do
by
independent
myself.
if you want to. Go for it.
Cause I have one of
I wasn't
those.
sure if you wanted to do monologue. Hey,
No. Okay.
here's your monologue. There you go. And again, Marjorie came in on my students were doing if you give a mouse a cookie, and I had my Mickey Mouse hat, and one of them used that, and then they made their own little things for the cookie, and I didn't give anything to them, I just allow them to be creative on their own, and it's amazing what the students come up with. Okay, creations, any monsters that want to be shared?
I didn't have very much time. I
That's
came
right.
up with, my name's Pixel, my eyes are pink, my hair is blue, I weigh 13 ounces, I'm 3 inches tall, I was born online.
Oh, and you're the monster Kathy.
It's good.
Yeah, the
Just look at
Cathapedia.
her.
My eyes are on my tail, my hair is curly. I weigh 50 to 500 pounds. I'm 2.5 feet tall. I was born under a rock from an alien spore. My favorite color is dark yellow, and I eat everything because that is my greatest joy in life. I sleep whenever I'm too full to eat more. I travel with stealth. My skin feels smooth when I'm calm and spiky when I'm alarmed. I sound like pillowcases full of cornflakes being shaken. I smell like dirt. My superpower is watching my prey approach without being seen.
Wow, that's cool.
Good.
Yeah.
So, as we can see, I mean, when we start hearing kids share these things, I get so excited that
Yeah,
they
that's awesome.
created this and it wasn't, here's what you have to do. And then you can also bring in similes, all that aspect of the teaching. Now, if you haven't had the chance to ever use Ruby Star or whatever, I just type in Ruby Star, you can create your own rubrics. And these are awesome because like I can just go down here to story writing, click on it. You have to just make a free account. Doesn't cost you anything for this. You can title it right here as far as what your story is going to be. You can keep it as a temporary or a one that's long term. And then the most fantastic part is I usually type instead of 4, 3, 2, 1. I usually say here's my 20 points, here's 15,
Oh.
here's 10, and here's 5. And then if they don't do it, it's 0 points. And then the best part about it is I can just come right here. I hit, does it have introduction? It does it for me.
Oh, nice.
And I can go back through and I can say, oh, maybe I want to add this to that. Maybe I want to focus on the illustrations. It has really attractive, and it's just small keywords. They are detailed attractive, they are somewhat detailed, relate to the text on the page, or they're not original. So you can see how, just giving a rubric, and I usually use 5 of them. 2 of them that they really will succeed at, 3 of them that are going to take a little bit of effort on their part, and then that gives me a 100-point assignment. So, as I went around, if I were to grade each of these, of course, if I gave you more time, it would allow you to show what you know. And always giving them a due date and just saying, here's when it's due, it then pushes them into that next level. So, does anyone have questions with these activities that we did today?
Can you tell me
Yeah.
again how many days you give for this?
It just depends. Sometimes I give them 2 weeks because like down in the computer lab, it's been teaching them how to type quickly. So this last one I did was my magic carpet, or they could do, let's see, they find the magic lamp, or they can combine both of them. And I said, your goal is 250 words, and I had kids doing 1,000 words because they're now to that point where they want to show what they can do. But at the beginning of the year, I was only at 50 words. That really started out.
I missed that when you said find the magic lamp and stuff. You-
So those were just my topics that I had my students
okay.
write about.
A prompt, okay.
Yeah. So I don't give them any more direction than that. I just say, here's your prompt, go. And I step back and I just let them go.
And then do you teach them how to do a word count thing? Are they working?
Well, they know how to do word count on Microsoft Word.
Okay, good.
So they know that part, but if they do it in PowerPoint, they have to go through and count all their words.
Okay.
But it takes the whole thing away from sentence and paragraph.
Yes.
It just says count your words, and all of a sudden they have stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
So, all right. Well, I'm ready to move on to Prodigy for anyone that wants to stay. If you want to head out there, go ahead.
You want me to stop that?
Yeah, if you will.
Carol, don't forget your bucket. Your bucket.
Oh my God.
322. I almost got it.
Not this anymore?